Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Valerie and here we talk about thriving in midlife and living our very best lives. In today's video, I will be sharing my easy breezy summertime makeup routine using my favorite makeup products. It is officially summer and I have put away my foundation and have switched to my summertime tint makeup. And if you're interested in seeing that and all the other products that I'm using in today's video, please stay tuned. But before I do, I just want to say that I am a big believer that less is best, especially as we age. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am 61. I just turned 61 in February. So I am a really big believer in that less is best, not only for the health of our skin, but just for the look of it as well. I really do believe that wearing less makes us look more youthful. Sometimes too much makeup can age us. So if you're interested in seeing what I use and how I apply my makeup, it's not a tutorial or anything like that, but it's a very simple everyday makeup routine that'll get you in and out the door in like 15 minutes. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so let's get started. I already cleansed and moisturized. The next step in my routine is applying a sunscreen, and what I'm loving these days is the Summer Fridays sunscreen. This is a SPF 30, so I use this every day. I love the consistency of this. This is it here. Can I show you it there? It's very light. And I just apply this all over. It doesn't leave like a white cast or anything like that. So, and it really acts as a primer also to my foundation. Okay, so that's what I do. First, right after I moisturize, I apply a sunscreen. So this is what I've been using every day, Summer Fridays, SPF 30. Okay, also, what I like to do, actually before I apply my foundation, which is actually a Sheer Skin Tint. So in the summer, I like to use something lighter. In the winter, fall, winter, I use a foundation stick by Mented. But in the summer months, now that the weather is high out, almost 100 degrees today. So this is shade number 7. This is what I'm using here. And also, I got this when I ordered my last, from my last order with Summer Fridays. I got this sample lip butter balm. And so this is really nice. So I have some on right now, so I'll put a little bit more on. So I apply that. So I shake my foundation. This is really sheer, and this is like a perfect match. So what I like to do is I need to look in the mirror. I put 3 here. I do 4 on my cheeks, down my nose. And I use my fingertips to just blend that all in. You can use a brush if you like to, but I like to use my fingers. When I wear foundation, I use a foundation brush. But this is very light, and I think it's such a perfect match. They have a nice selection of colors or shades. I'll put the different shades on the screen so you can see. Now, I make sure, now that I'm a silver sister, I put something along my hairline. So not only does my scarf you know, lay down my hair while I'm getting ready, it protects my hairline from getting any foundation or makeup along my hairline. So you don't want to have any makeup on your silver hair. So that was one of the things I had to learn quick when I transitioned to gray hair, was to not to get any makeup on my hairline. So you don't want to, so you want to have something on your hair, on your hairline, so that you can prevent that from happening. Okay, so that is my Summer 5 Days shade number 7 skin tint. So it's a skin tint, so I mean it's buildable, but the whole purpose of in the summertime is to wear something lighter, so I don't like to put any more than that. So after I apply my skin tint, I use a concealer under my eye, and what I'm using is MAC Studio Fix. I have been using NC50, but I'm thinking about changing the shade to just maybe a shade lighter to give me more of a highlight under my eye. I mean, this works too, but I've been using this one for years, so sometimes I may want a little bit more of a highlight under my eye. A little brighter under my eye, but this is a really good match. I've been using this for years and I love it. So I use a foundation brush to apply my concealer. Okay, and then I use another, like a foundation brush to blend everything out like that. So it's a really quick makeup I do every day. My quick everyday is like 15 minutes in the morning. I don't do any contouring or anything like that. I just apply my skin tint and this concealer. And then I set everything, and what I'm using that I love, I use this all year round. This is Mented. This is a loose translucent powder, a loose powder, and this is in the color medium deep. So I apply some on a big brush, and I just do that. Okay. It's really hot today. I think it's going to be like 89 or 90 degrees or something like that. Let me see what the weather is today. It's 91 degrees. Here in Philadelphia, Jersey, South Jersey, 90 degrees. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so that is my loose powder. So that's my makeup there. Now off to my eyebrows. So my eyebrows are really thin on the ends. This is from years of tweezing in the 80s, the late 80s, 90s. I had really thick Brook Shield eyebrows. I used to wear them really thick. Didn't do any plucking or anything like that. That was the look. And later when I started, I did some modeling back in the day in the 90s, and that's when I started plucking my eyebrows. I wish I didn't pluck so much because they're really thin on the ends. So what I do clean up my eyebrows underneath to kind of get an arch. Okay, where's the top? Okay, so my next step here is I am applying my eyebrow pencil. The pencil that I am using is also by Mented, and this is in the shade Take a Brow. So you can see the color. This is the color on the ends of their pencils. You'll see the color, and it has a spoolie on the end. Okay, so I'm going to be using this mirror over here so I can pencil this in. Alrighty, so I just go like this. So, as I was saying, so back in the 80s or not, in the late 90s, I had thick eyebrows. So, okay, so that's that eyebrow here, and then so I fill it in, just filling in the arch, as you can see what I'm doing here. So if you have thin eyebrows, try to even keep some of the hair on the tips if you can. Okay, so this is filling in the sparse areas. All right, so that's my eyebrows there. And then I take the spoolie end and I just blend. See, that's it. Quick and easy. Now I do set the eyebrow. So I set my eyebrows. Oh, and I forgot my brush. Okay, so now that I have filled in my eyebrows, I take a little bit of my Mented powder and I take a little brush and I just tap to set the eyebrows. Alrighty, so now that I have set my eyebrows with the powder, then what I do next is I use a bronzer, and I'm using Mented bronzer. This is in Yacht Life. It is a beautiful color. This is a new one. I just got this one. Actually, I should probably, oops. This is the, I hit pan. So I hit pan on this one here. So I still have some left, but I got a new one. So this is Mented and powder bronzer. Alrighty, so I'm going to take my bronzer and I just apply this right along my cheeks just to get some color. Okay, so I haven't had any work done on my face as of yet. I'm not against it, getting Botox or fillers or anything like that. I'm 61. I just had a birthday this past February. So I haven't had anything done, but okay, so now that I applied my bronzer, just a little color to my cheeks. I then now apply a little bit of a shadow. Now for quick, easy summertime, I got these 3 sticks from L'Oreal. These are easy shadow sticks. This color here I have, this one is in the shade Brown Bliss. So this is what I'm going to be using today. It's very nude. And I love how quick and easy it goes on. This is something I like to do in the summertime, is just apply something quick and easy and out the door. Okay. It's like my skin, but better. It's hard to do this in a camera. All right, so I'm just applying the Brown Bliss on my lids, just like this, like so. Very easy. I love these shadow sticks because they're quick and easy. You can use your fingers. You don't have to worry about using a brush. And I just apply it on my lid like this. So I have 3 shades. The other 2 shades I have is this Celestial Taupe color here, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it has a little bit of a frost, so I like this too. And I have a black, this is called Midnight Noir. So these are L'Oreal Shadow 6. They kind of feel like they kind of go on like wet. They feel wet. They're not wet though, but it feels like that. But they go on very smooth. So those are the 2. Well, the 3 colors that I have. I have one Brown Bliss, a very nude brown color, so it's very simple. Then I use a MAC pencil, and this is called Smolder. That's the shade pencil, and I just apply this along my lash line, just a thin let's see if I can. Okay. So, what is your favorite season? I love summer, but I think my favorite season is fall. Like right when all the fall treats come out, the Halloween candy, Trader Joe's with all their delicious holiday fall treats. So summer used to be my favorite, but I am looking forward to fall. I love fall. Okay, and then the next step here is I'm using a mascara. I do like lashes. I wear lashes only on occasion, which is usually in the evening. During the day, every day, I just use a mascara. This is the brand that I use. This is Benefit. This is BADgal Bang Bang. Now I do like wearing lashes, but I wear them just on special occasions, if I'm up to wearing them. But usually I just apply mascara. And of course, I use black. So just using a black mascara. I love this mascara. Another mascara that I love is by Fenty. Fenty has a great mascara also. I alternate between Fenty and this Benefit mascara. So I have this is a simple makeup routine. Nothing fancy. Okay, so after I apply my mascara and I have my liner and a very simple shadow stick, my next step here, what I use is a blush. So I got here, this is MAC. This is in the shade Fever. So I just apply just a little on my cheeks. All right, so that is my blusher there, and I blend it out a little bit with my powder, the brush that I use for my to apply my powder. So I just use that to sort of blend everything out. And then to set everything, I don't use a setting spray, but I love this Fenty setting powder here. And this is what I carry with me in my purse. So throughout the day, and right after I apply my makeup, I just apply this along my T-zone and under my eyes and around my mouth. This is where I shine the most, is in my T-zone area. I have combination oily skin, but as my skin getting older, it is a little more drier. But I still tend to get oily in my T-zone area. So I carry this with me. I carry this with this retractable brush, and I touch up throughout the day just using my powder there. So the next thing I use, I don't do lipstick too much in the summer. What I'm loving right now is this lip gloss by Korres. Here, this is a True Lip Shine, and this is in the color Rosewater. And I just apply this here. You can see the color a lot. Now in the evening, if I'm going out, I will wear a lipstick and a liner. That for every day, going to work, going in the office, or just any day. Okay, so I just applied this every day. I like this by Korres, and it's very moisturizing. Okay guys, that is it. That is my easy breezy 15-minute summertime makeup routine. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in any of the products, I will link them below. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.